Zegazal, what's happening? L.A.R. movement still moving. You know, what's happening, fam? Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below. This video is entitled, how can I say this? Success is relative. So, people, don't think about success. Everybody thinks about success like money, fame, but and what's successful, or if they're unsuccessful. But to me, I think success is relative because anyway, because people never realize, where you came from and where you at. Have you come a long way? Have you had advantages over other people? Me and a friend were talking about this recently. And, some people feel like, they have a God-given gift and things come easier to them than other people. And I was like, you can get praise and approval and validation, and people could even put you on the fast track because you have a God-given gift. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're more successful than somebody else who has that same God-given gift. But guess what? Their adversity topples yours. Like you never thought about that. You were able to eat breakfast. The person that has your same gift might not have probably didn't eat, or is living in a situation where they don't eat on a regular basis. They may be living in a situation where they don't sleep on a regular basis, or they don't have a place to sleep, or they're trying to cover up that they don't eat and don't sleep on a regular basis, and they're weak, they're sick. You know what I'm saying? But they have the same God-given talents as you, but they don't have the advantages that you do. So for some people, to me, success is relative, because some people may take longer than others. Because there was this video that, where these kids had a race, but the guy told them, the winner gets $100, but take steps forward if this applies to you. If your parents are married, if your parents are married, if you had a car when you're 16, if you have this or that and this and that. And the gap of where these people started from was completely different. Some people actually had to start from scratch because they didn't have all these quote unquote advantages, right? And other people were damn near all the way down the field, But when he said go, everybody ran at the same time, right? From go. And, the person who won was like, hey, yeah, I won. But you really didn't run. It really wasn't a race for you. Your advantages ran a race. So, just like I think about America as a capitalistic society, as it says it is, it's really not, because it doesn't want people to be at the same place. Hold up. Flexa, time to have sex. Girl, flexa. Okay. Anyway. Now, because of that situation, everybody's success is relative. Because even if you have a head start over other people, some people will be considered successful in maybe fortune, right? Or networking, or connections, or the ability to make money and provide, or their lifestyle. But they're a failure in their happiness because they don't think they can, without the advantages, they don't think they will go that far in life. Without the nepotism, without the head start, they can't see themselves being able to pick themselves up by their bootstraps. They don't feel like they don't feel like they're built for actually being a self-made individual. And that's why I said, they can still be successful financially, but their self-esteem and happiness sucks. So, and then you got people who, they're the opposite. They beat themselves up because they're not on that financial peak and or financial upper echelon. But they know if they keep working, they'll get at it. But it makes them feel a certain type of way that they just can't buy the things and acquire things and live a certain lifestyle that other people they see live who they don't feel are better than them. But that's the thing about success. That's why I say it's relative. You know, if you had grandparents who were sharecroppers, and now you're in the middle class or the upper class, if you came up, like some people don't realize, like I came up, you know, learning that, sometimes you gotta use baking soda as your toothpaste and as your deodorant. I came up when you couldn't afford toilet paper sometimes, so you crumbled up the newspaper to make it soft enough to wipe your behind when you use the bathroom, right? I came up where you had to eat beans and rice all the week because that's all you can afford, right? And some of the things I'm about to say or have said so far, some people will be like, that's it? You feel me? No heat in the wintertime in Chicago. Hand washing clothes and using a fan as a dryer just to have clean clothes to walk to school the next day in the cold, and the clothes were cold because because you had to dry them with a fan, and you had to hand wash them. That stuff. Not eating, playing sports in college, and not eating for days at a time. Or I might eat once a day at 11 o'clock at night, but I was up since 3 in the morning, doing school, and I had to work, and trying to participate in athletics. Let's just say that. Going to college, at some point living in your car, going from friends' houses, taking showers and stuff, not being able to afford books because I was paying my own way at a particular point. Falling asleep in class, memorizing classes, falling asleep driving, jumping curves, almost killing myself because, I wasn't sleeping 4 days out. Well, from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I didn't sleep because I worked around the clock. If I wasn't in school, I wasn't at practice, if I wasn't at my job or the other job, that's how my day went. Yeah. But my grandparents didn't go to college. My parents didn't finish college. They started when I was an adult. So from where I started, I can be considered successful where I'm at right now. My parents lived in apartments their whole lives. My grandmother had a house. My other grandmother gave up her house, after my grandfather died. So now, to be a quote-unquote homeowner, for our family, that's successful. Some people don't feel successful because they don't have a particular type of car. Well, I remember walking, jogging, riding bikes. You know what I'm saying? Rain, sleet, snow, hot summers. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, success is relative. I've been around people who were millionaires, who had humble beginnings, and some people reached success early from even very adverse circumstances, and they're considered successful. And some of those people maintain it, and some of those people grow for that, and some of those people wind up losing it, and wind up exactly where they went back to. There was a particular guy who came from the projects, became a millionaire. Guy became broke, went back to the projects, was on crack. So, family, a successful family is success. A good family that cares for each other, to me, is successful. That's why it's relative. Peace of mind, successful. That's why it's relative. Having a good life, not a good lifestyle, is successful to me. Being able to not have a life where you don't have to look over your shoulder is successful to me. Being able to help your fellow man is successful to me. You know, we in a quote unquote Christian country who in America, nobody would like Jesus. He's broke. You know what I'm saying? He hangs around with unemployed guys. You know, they do odd jobs like fishing and you know, carpentry work, right? He goes around helping people, looking kind of mangy. Let people tell it. He don't have a Benz. He riding around in an old Caprice Classic, you know, because he was the king of kings, but he had to ride around on a donkey when people had horses. So, you know what I'm saying? He was born in the hoods of the hood. You know, he was born in a fucking barn, right? That's why the Superman story, right? But everybody remembers him. Now there are people who are kings and queens that don't nobody know right now. Even though, you know, you can say that Jesus' story is fictitious, but we ain't getting to that part. But the success of going from that to immortality as far as everybody tells the story of Jesus, that's successful. You know, Malcolm X died with you know, like $800 in the bank. He was assassinated. There are a lot of people who people don't remember. There were people in that movement that people don't know or don't remember who are agreeing and disagreeing. You know, that's successful. It's unfortunate, tragic death, but successful. You know, to be remembered in time, to be a king remembered in time, Big Crit, you know, is successful. So to me, success is relative. If you don't have you know, some people don't have an impact on other people's lives. Some people can amass great wealth and their contribution to the world is meaningless. So it's a footnote. And somebody who has little to nothing or little to nothing compared to that person made more impact. You know, so success can be a plethora of things. That's just my opinion. So we out.